Well, good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
This is beautiful. It's a packed room. Thank you so much for coming. It truly is an honor and a pleasure to be with you today. And I will be sharing the stage with one of my favorite people, John Tagge, and I'm so proud to introduce him. So John Tagge is the creator of Tagge Afterburn, which I will say is one of the most efficient fat-burning ways to get your metabolic rate up and get the weight off of your body. John has been doing Tagge Afterburn for the last 30 years and has worked with 10,000 clients. Some of them are professional athletes, others are musicians, actors, and everyday people like you and I, beautiful women like yourselves. And I have had the honor and pleasure of working with John Tagge in the weight loss groups that I teach at the Amen Clinics. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce John Tagge.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Wilmer, for the very great, gracious introduction. I'm excited to be here today, you guys. I hope you guys are excited. Yes? And today, I want to inspire you guys to make yourself the top priority. And I want to inspire you guys to exercise or to continue your exercise program. I want to teach you about monitoring your heart rate and how to monitor your heart rate, but more than anything, I want to teach you how to do burst training because it's the most effective and efficient way to work out. As I was coming over, I think about an illustration I could tell you guys to show you how important exercise is. And you know when you're taxiing in on the runway and the airline attendant comes and talks about the safety procedures? And she gets the oxygen mask and she puts it over her oxygen. She doesn't want to mess up her hair. Like, well, I don't think. Well, what she's telling you to do is take care of yourself before you take care of your children, right? If you don't take care of yourself, including with exercise, everything in your life is compromised. I promise you, it's compromised. You have to make yourself a top priority. I've been in this business over 30 years, and 90% of my clients have been women like you, right? And I've heard all the excuses. I'm tired, I'm lazy, I'm fatigued. I get it. You guys are all great multitaskers. You do it all. The kids, the soccer, the basketball, the dinners, even your spouse, right? Even the husband, the spouse. They say that if you put exercise in a pill, though, it would be the leading blockbuster medication in this world. It is a priority to exercise, you guys. I want to introduce to you one of my clients named Susan. Susan came to me 3 years ago. Susan was 90 pounds overweight. She was depressed, fatigued, low self-esteem, not a priority. And the last time she went to a family trip in Las Vegas, they didn't let her on the zip line. Can you imagine, you guys? On a zip line, up there in front of her family, you're too heavy. Right? So Susan called me the very next day. She told me, I'm ready to make myself a top priority. I said, Susan, come on. I'm going to put you on a heart rate monitor program. We're going to put you on a treadmill. We're going to start at 2.4 miles per hour on a treadmill. Anybody do treadmill work here? 2.4 is pretty slow, huh? Methodically moving. No, you're holding on. I go, come on, Susan, relax. No, man, I'm scared. To fast forward to today, after doing intimate bouts of 9.6 miles on the treadmill, here's Susan today, 60 pounds lighter, right, by doing burst training. But not only that, she's energetic, she's confident, her relationships are improved, right? She takes less medication by making herself a priority. Now she's a zipline enthusiast. And what is this burst training we're talking about? First of all, there's a misconception out there that you have to go between 40 minutes to 2 hours to work out, right? You gotta go to the gym every 2 hours, 7 times a week to work out. But the reality of it is that burst training is the most effective and efficient way to get the benefits of a 2-hour workout. And who wants 2 hours to work out in a day? Does anybody? No? I don't. Burst training is the most effective and efficient way to train. So wrong on the 2-hour workouts. It's 30 to 60 seconds of all-out work followed by recovery. All-out work followed by recovery. It's scientifically proven. Any medical publication out there, including the Journal of Obesity that Dr. Willemar has actually written on with overweight people, of 30 seconds of all-out followed by recover, has the best benefit. Brain function. Doctor will tell you about the brain function on the cellular level. New brain cells, among other things. Serotonin levels, endorphins, right? Making it feel good, the feeling of euphoria. And yes, the metabolism increased. Weight loss, right? Weight loss too is also important. I'm telling you guys, we have to exercise. We've lost the luxury of time. We have to do it. But in every aspect of your life gets better. You're going to go see a finance person today? That gets better when you exercise, right? You're going to go get a motivated speaker about how to change your clothes or whatever. Whatever it is that you're going to take in with the speakers, exercise has to be part of that component. I've been doing this 30 years. Everybody up. You want to try it? Let's try some bursts. Everybody up. Let's get some room. Get some room. Anyone repeat their shoes? Right, we're not going to do it. Take off your shoes. Take off your shoes. All right? Give me 20 push-ups. No, I'm just kidding. So this is a drill called hot coals, right? I don't have time to go to the gym. This is your bedroom before you go downstairs, right? Before you go to work. And what I'm going to try to have you guys simulate is that you're putting your feet on hot coals, right? And you want to move your arm swing when you dance and also when you move. So 30 seconds, we're just going to go forward and back, okay? 3, 2, I don't stop much. Go! 30 seconds. Right? Here we go. I feel good. I all start to sing. Told you you would now. I feel good. Told you you would now. So good. So good. Now stop. Look at you guys. I wish I had a camera. Right? Anyway, it's important to make it fun. So let's do it again, but I want to add some music. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go everybody up, let's do it again! Woo! Come on, baby, forward and back. 10 seconds, don't put your feet. Excellent, excellent, excellent. How we doing? Good? Man, did you guys feel good? Come on now! Woo! Now stop! Feel again, you know the guys are giving us data. Who needs to go to the gym, right? This improves every aspect of your life. I promise you. 30 years of doing this. Go and sit down, you guys. Now I'm all hyped up. What is Afterburn that is caused by burst training? It is the calories burned post-minute after you've worked out. Brain function. Doctors are talking about the brain function. The serotonin level and the dopamine is all right. The endorphin highs. The self-esteem. And weight loss. Calories you burn post-workout per minute. Does everybody know how many calories you burn per minute? Calorie a minute, right? That's the general average. How many calories do we burn when we're sleeping? None. Whoa, man. We're always burning calories, right? We're always burning. So where do we get that number higher? Take that 1 minute to a minute and a half, right? To 2 minutes. That's afterburn. It starts to drop off, and then you hit it again. I'm going to give you an analogy, right? Anybody has a husband who has a Corvette? He's in the garage, he's sleeping on his lazy boy. Never does anything. Get up! No. Goes to the grocery store. It's about a 10-minute trip. Every stop sign, red light, 30 miles an hour stop. 30 miles an hour stop, right? Gets the groceries, go back to the house, you park the Corvette in the garage. He doesn't know you're gone. Well, there's a better way to do it, right? You get the husband's Corvette out, right? Rev it up, right? 80 miles an hour between stop sign and red light. You get to the grocery store. You get the groceries, you're back in 7 minutes. Great, he doesn't know, but he will know. Because the car's engine will stay hot longer, right? And that's kind of like your metabolism. Let me kind of give you a graphic, okay? It's just a general out there. I'm sure you guys know this, that the average person burns 100 calories a mile. Not in no argument, this is the general formula, mass over distance and time, 100 calories a mile. So if you go 2 miles, 200 calories burned, 0 afterburn, just your minimal basal metabolic requirements. There wasn't any stress. Anybody ever seen a sprinter's body? There's stress. The guy is lean and mean, right? Here's a 2-mile run, kind of your 6, 8, 10, 12-minute mile average, 200 calories, maybe 100 calories throughout the day, extra on your afterburn. Or 20 minutes of burst training. 20 minutes of burst training, if you're hitting 10 calories a minute, some information for you guys to write down, 10 calories a minute is a good hit in terms of your workout. 200 calories burned, but you burn 750 more calories in a 24-hour period. Why? Because you're afterburn because of the burst training. Brain function, metabolism, where do I sign up? And every aspect of life is better. We have to do this. I've been doing this 30 years, teaching thousands of you guys. I promise you, this is the way to go. And there's programs out there. Don't get me wrong. There's programs out there, right? The second part of this program, why it's so good, is because heart rate monitor. Makes you accountable, measurable. You can't cheat, and it makes you safe, right? I'm working hard, John. I'm working hard. What's your heart rate? 120. Come on, you're not working hard enough. It's a direct indicator of stress, your heart rate, right? So it's important that you guys get a heart rate monitor, or I can teach you how to monitor your heart rate. 3 ways I use. One is the carotid artery up at the Adam's apple. Place your 2 fingers, not your thumb, it has its own pulse, next to the carotid artery, and count for 10 and multiply by 6. That's your exercise heart rate. That's archaic, I know, that's old school. Or the radial, behind the base of the thumb, your 2 fingers, apply life force, you feel palpitations, count for 10, that's your exercise heart rate, okay? Or a third way, right? Polar is my company I love. They have a heart rate monitor strap that comes right here, picks up at the sternum, and transmits to your watch. If I was to tell you guys one thing today, is to monitor your heart rate and get a system. Because I'm telling you, everybody, technology is all going that way, and Bluetooth and apps and fitness this and fitness that. Get a Bluetooth Polar heart rate monitor. It goes to your iPhone, your computer, it tracks everything, it makes you accountable, right? You kind of have your own personal trainer right in your hand. And if you don't exercise, I promise you guys at some point in time, you're going to have to fight illness. Every aspect of life is better, but if you don't do it, you can expect this. Okay, you can expect this at some point. I came here today to change your life in every aspect. Like you've heard in the beginning what Dr. Wilmar said. I've trained over 10,000. It's not about me, you guys. It's not. Okay, I come from a medical family of 8 Taggies. My dad was a cardiologist at St. Jude's in Fullerton. Anybody ever heard the Tagge name? We all grew up working in my dad's office to inspire people to teach. He'd be on the whiteboard showing my aorta valve, and the nurse would go, "You're backed up, doc." He says, "I don't care. I want to teach these people what's going on with them." All 8 of us have it. All 8 Taggies have it. Most of my family, siblings, in the medical profession is doctors or nurses. I have one sister who ran a national known weight loss program, who's in the audience today. She believes in her brother, but knows that this is the way to exercise. Everything in your life is better. First train is the way to go. Get a heart rate monitor. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in today, right? I'm also excited for Dr. Wilmar to come and bring you the benefits of brain function. Please, please, Tagge Afterburn, email me at gmail.com or Twitter me. That's a new one for me, Twitter. What's Twitter? Like me on Facebook. Anybody have any questions before I give it over to Dr. Wilmar? Yes.
Do you recommend CrossFit?
It's interesting. CrossFit has its place. It has its place for structure, but also has its place like all exercise programs for injury. Just moderate and progress. Oh, by the way, with this, you guys, on my DVD, great question, thank you. Progression. Don't go do a 9.6 mile per hour treadmill interval burst, right? Or elliptical, or a hot call, right? Progressively take it up. As the condition warrants, and you get more fit, or your body gets acclimated, take it to a higher level. I think any program is good to get you moving. You guys having bad deals in your life, like depression or addiction, or you're not motivated, get moving. Get moving. I promise you, look back today and go, that guy was right. Get moving and get the heart rate up, and every aspect of life is better. I'll say it one more time. One more question? Les.
I seriously want to go back to that slide where it said you were burning 750 calories while you're sleeping. Is that?
Well, no, in a 24-hour period. Basically, what Afterburn is, thanks for the question. Afterburn is excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. Anybody know that term? It's you're breathing, your respiratory rate's higher, you're breathing in more air. There's 20.9% oxygen in the air. You're bringing more in, you're burning more calories. It takes, for 1 liter of oxygen, the general rule is 5 calories. But even at night, you're burning calories, and that number's elevated. That number's elevated, 1.2, 1.3, depending on your lean muscle and the stress and your sleep. And Dr. will talk about sleep and the importance of sleep. This will all put into account. Okay? Any other questions?
Is that the same as metabolism?
Basically, resting metabolic rate is metabolism. Right. And that's really the key, yes. Yes. Oh, so that's a great question. Yeah, and please come by the booth today. I'll talk to you about heart rate formulas in terms of that. Excellent question. Really what you get the best benefit is the intensity of the up. So I want you to recover. So to start, be 30 seconds to a minute. Because if you start to take it out to 2, 3, 4 minutes, the intensity is not there. Usain Bolt, the fastest guy in the world, can't run 19-second 200 meters. right? At some point, it starts slowing down. So the intensity of 30 to 60 seconds followed by recovery. What's recovery? You guys want to know recovery magic? When you're mentally and physically ready to attack it again, and then you go again for 30 seconds to a minute. And you can apply this to anything. My wife applies it to cutting roses. She's out in the front. You know, it's the truth. Oh, man, she's happy. Are you guys good? I want to introduce you to Dr. Wohlmeyer. Okay, she's going to come on up. She's the director of neuroscience at the clinic. She is highly talented, and I have the pleasure to share the stage with her.